Hey guys, Arena Stories here, and today I'll be showing you what is the best possible PvP gear you can take in Mr. Pandaria as a sub-spec rogue. And we're going to be going through this quite quick guys, so please do keep up. First off guys, we have our helm, Malevolent Gladiator's Leather Helm, with 723 expertise, 483 mastery, 433 PvP power. Now guys, one of the most important components in the game in terms of PvP is going to be your PvP power and your mastery. And I'll be getting into those in just a minute. And the helm is also gemmed with 216 agility, 3% crit, and 160 agility, with of course the socket bonus of 180 PvP power, which is extremely important guys. Now the next thing I want you guys to pay attention to is the PvP set bonus. The first set bonus gives us an additional 500 PvP power, extremely important, but the main reason we want it guys is for the second set bonus. Whenever you apply a non-lethal poison such as wound poison or mind numbing poison or even leeching poison onto your target, you also do gain crippling poison, so we can now use 3 different poisons on one target, such as wound poison, mind numbing poison, and now crippling poison. The next set bonus does increase our energy pool by 30, and finally we also do gain 1000 PvP power. Next up guys, we have our neck, Malevolent Gladiator's Necklace with 212 haste, and it has been reforged to 141 expertise. Now I also want you guys to pay very close attention to my stats, because you do need to balance out your stat when you are PvPing guys. I do not want you missing or having your attacks blocked, parried, or dodged. So please do keep track of what I am reforging here. We also have 432 mastery and 241 PvP power. Next is our shoulders, Malevolent Gladiator Leather Spalders with 323 haste, 457 expertise, reforged with 214 mastery, very important, 322 PvP power as well. And it has been gemmed with 160 agility. Next is our cloak, Malevolent Gladiator's Cape, 353 hit rating, reforged with 172 expertise, 260 mastery, 241 PvP power, and we are going to use tailoring enchant guys, which is going to be Shadow Guard Embroidery. I'll be putting it up here. And it does have a chance to proc and give you 4000 attack power guys, which is insane. This basically will act as another trinket. Next up guys, we have our chest, Malevolent Gladiator's Leather Tunic, 563 critical strike, 723 mastery, 433 PvP power, and enchanted with 80 all stat. It's also gemmed with 160 agility and 160 PvP power, very important. Next is our wrists, Malevolent Gladiator's Arm Wraps, 260 haste, reforged with 172 expertise, 353 mastery, 241 PvP power, and enchanted with 180 agility. Moving on to our gloves guys, Malevolent Gladiator's Leather Gloves, 275 hit rating, 537 critical strike, reforged with 182 mastery, 322 PvP power, and we are also going to be using our engineering enchant guys, which is going to be Synapse Springs, which does gain you 1920 agility guys for 10 seconds, which also acts as another trinket. So when you guys are PvPing as a rogue in Mr. Pandaria, you do want to get tailoring and engineering. This is imperative guys. Next is our chest, Malevolent Gladiator's Waistband of Cruelty, 96 critical strike, reforged with 188 expertise and 283 mastery and 322 PvP power. It is also enchanted with Living Steel Belt Buckle, give us an additional gem socket. It is gemmed with 160 agility and 160 PvP power. Next is our legs, Malevolent Gladiator's Leather Leg Guards, with 723 critical strike, 338 haste, reforged with 225 mastery, 433 PvP power, and enchanted with 285 agility and 165 critical strike, very important. And it is also gemmed with 160 agility and 320 critical strike. Next is our shoes, Malevolent Gladiator's Boots of Cruelty, with 496 critical strike, 471 mastery, 322 PvP power, enchanted with 140 agility, and of course the most important, minor speed. And it is also gemmed with 160 agility. Next is our rings, Malevolent Gladiator's Ring of Cruelty, with 432 critical strike, 212 haste, reforged with 141 mastery, and 241 PvP power. Next is our second ring, Malevolent Gladiator's Ring of Accuracy, with 432 hit rating, 353 mastery, 241 PvP power. Now we are moving on to the trinkets guys. Now if you are playing Horde instead of a human rogue, I would recommend taking Malevolent Gladiator's Badge of Conquest with 1342 PvP power and the on-use damage of 2553 agility, which is huge. And of course also not to mention the PvP trinket, Malevolent Gladiator's Medallion of Tenacity, to get you out of CCs. But if you guys are going to be playing human rogue like I am, which is a huge benefit, I would recommend taking Malevolent Gladiator's Insignia of Conquest instead of the CC removal trinket. And of course you guys do have to be playing with 2 PvP trinkets because you also do gain increased PvP resilience by 5280. So please do not make the mistake of playing with any PvE gear, guys. In Mr. Pandaria we have to be playing with full PvP sets. There's also one of the benefits of playing Mr. Pandaria: you do not have to raid, you do not need to go into any heroics or any dungeons. It is just the full PvP set. The only thing is you do have to learn engineering and tailoring as a rogue. And finally guys, we'll be going on to our weapons. Malevolent Gladiator Shanker with 331 critical strike, 331 mastery, 2876 PvP power, and enchanted with dancing steel. On our offhand, Malevolent Gladiator Shiv with 331 critical strike, 331 mastery, 2876 PvP power, and finally enchanted with living steel weapon chains, so it has a 50% less effect on us. Now moving on to our stats, guys. When it does come down to Mr. Pandaria, your stats are going to make and break your character, so please do focus up here. There is a hit cap of 3%, guys, in Mr. Pandaria due to the fact that your special abilities will always land on your target, and when you are PvPing versus a level 90, the majority of your attacks is not going to miss. And if you take anything above 3% on the hit cap, you are just going to be wasting a 2% stat or even a 3% stat that you can switch over to damage. We are going to need 20 to 21% on your crit chance for backstab. And also the next thing is the most important, guys, expertise. When it does come down to Mr. Pandaria, you have two options. You can either go for 3% expertise or 6%. Now, the difference is damage, guys. It is due to the fact that yes, you can play with 3%, but it also does mean that your gouges, your kidney shots, your eviscerates, your ruptures could also be blocked, dodged, or parried, which is a no-go in my books, guys. I would much rather you guys spend the extra 3% on the expertise, so you have a 0% chance of not having your gouge blocked or dodged, since it can make the difference between winning and losing a 2v2 or 3v3 match. So if you are in a PvP game and there's about 40% dampening and you're playing with a mage and your mage is unable to sheep one target, you can go in as a rogue, gouge that target, come back in and go for the kill target, or go in for a shadow step kidney on the off target and kill the main target. If that kidney shot or gouge does get blocked, dodged, or parried, you are going to lose that game. And I would much rather you guys have a bit more control over damage, so I would highly recommend playing with 6% expertise. It is extremely crucial, guys. Moving on to our mastery. You guys are going to want around 45 to 50% mastery here. The more mastery you have, the better. Our main source of damage in Mr. Pandaria, guys, is not going to be from ambushes or backstabs. It is going to be from your eviscerates. Your eviscerate can literally hit up to 100,000, guys. So this is going to be your main stat priority, guys, your mastery. Next up is our PvP power. Now, this is a huge PvP mechanic, guys. So whenever you're in arena or a battleground or world PvP, this mechanic will activate. As of right now, I have 36%, which is the recommended amount, which does give us 35.57% additional damage versus PvP players, so you are really going to want to use this, guys. It is extremely, extremely important. And yep, that is all for now, guys. I just wanted to make a quick video showcasing what is the best of the best, and I will also be coming out with an assassination guide, since it does require a completely different gear set and stats. That's all for now, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.